Hi everyone, welcome back to David at Go To Hobbies. This video is in the Drive to Survive section, and we're going to talk about HGV drivers with cholesterol problems. Now, because it affects us all at some point in our lives, what you've got to be mindful of is what you eat. Now, that being said, I think we all like our sausage, egg and bacon. Bear with me for a second. Sorry about that. I had the curtain blown because I've got the window open and it was going to flap in front of the camera. Then you wouldn't see me apart from the curtain. So, going back to cholesterol, and I think one of the biggest problems we have is keeping our cholesterol low so we don't have high blood pressure. And if we have high blood pressure, then it's suspension of the license possibly, and we lose our right to drive HGVs. So, what can we do about it? We can exercise at least 2.5 hours a week. We can start thinking about what we're eating. In other words, cut out the fatty foods. I try to have a balanced diet, and yes, I love my sausages, I love my bacon, I love my eggs, and things like that. Chips, yeah, I think we all do like those sort of things, but what can we do to balance our diet as a HGV driver? And one of those things we can think about is what we eat every day of the week. If you're eating sausage, egg, and bacon every day, then you're going to have high blood pressure and possibly high cholesterol. So the answer is really, if you want to keep your license, I've been driving 40 years and I haven't survived on sort of sausage, egg, and bacon. Yeah, I do like it, but I try to limit myself to how many times I eat it a week. And probably once, if you want an honest truth. That would probably be what I would get cooked for me when I get home from my darling wife. So, what other things can you do to reduce your cholesterol? Well, I found out beetroot is a very good source of to lower the cholesterol. Now, I can't. The problem I find is with vinegar, like tomato sauce, brown sauce, stuff that has vinegar as a high majority of the what's the word I'm looking for? The material they put in it. In other words, what it's made up of. So, what I can think about is the problem with vinegar for me. It gives me cramp. Where? In my legs. So I can get cramp in my legs, cramp in my feet, and I think to myself, why? It's obviously my body's reaction to it. So I thought, oh, fair enough. So I like beetroot, and you can get beetroot that is not in vinegar in one of my favourite supermarkets. It's Asda. I dare say Tesco's and Morrison's and every other one sell it, but I buy these ones that are not actually in vinegar, which is in water. Tastes a lot nicer. You ain't got the vinegary taste. And if you want one that's in vinegar, buy it in vinegar. Not saying anything different, but it's the cholesterol lowering properties of beetroots, which is what I've gone for. I can eat beetroot till the cows come home. But not only that, I try to have like in the morning. I try not to have a big breakfast. I might have some cereals, like I might have 3 Weetabix with some milk before I go to work, and then I'll get, say, a couple of oranges, peel them, put them in a dish, take a fork with me, and I'll make myself a ham roll. That's what will do me all day. And then I'll come home, have my tea, and then I might pop a few more beetroots before I go to bed. I'm trying to do this so I'm getting a balanced diet, some good fibre, and something that's going to help me with my cholesterol. I don't think I've got a very high cholesterol, but it's always better to get it down a little bit than having it high, because it is one of those things that you've got to be mindful of as HGV driver, and your ability to, when you have your medical every year, and if you have a high blood cholesterol, then it's going to affect you. So I've got a website out from the NHS So it tells you how to lower your cholesterol, right? So what they say is ways to lower your cholesterol: eat less fatty foods. To reduce your cholesterol, right, try to cut down on fatty foods, especially foods that contain a type of fat called saturated fat. You can still have foods that contain healthier type of fat called unsaturated fat. Check labels on food to see what type of fat it has in it. Right, that being said, now try to eat more, it says, oily fish, right, like mackerel and salmon, brown rice, whole grain bread and whole wheat pasta, nuts, seeds, fruit and vegetables. That's what it says to eat more of. Now, the other side of the coin is try to eat less, and that is meat pies, sausages, and fatty meat. Butter, lard, and ghee, whatever it is, Ghe. Cream and hard cheese like cheddar, cakes and biscuits. I'm a culprit for that. I love my cakes. I love my biscuits, but not good for me. So, food that contains coconut oil or palm oil. And then it says exercise more. Aim to do at least 150 minutes, 2.5 hours of exercise a week. As a lorry driver, when do we ever get a chance to doing that? We're either sitting on our bums, playing with the pedals, twiddling the steering wheel. Our exercise involves getting out of the car, or getting into the car, driving to work, getting out of the car, walking across the yard, getting the keys, getting the paperwork, walking back to the lorry, doing our vehicle checks, getting in, doing our deliveries, getting out, coming home, job done. That is the exercise of an average lorry driver a day. Not very much, and this is why we get one of these, the Jelly Belly. And I haven't got a huge jelly belly. I've seen some drivers that the belly is so big that it's touching the steering wheel. And if it's that big, you've got serious problems, mate or girls. And you need to lose some of that jelly belly to become healthier so you don't have a heart attack and kill yourself. So there's some good tips for you. So hopefully you'll find this video helpful and a way of reducing your cholesterol as a HGV driver or anyone that wants to reduce their cholesterol. So remember what it was, and that is oily fish like mackerel and salmon, brown rice, whole grain bread and whole wheat pasta, and nuts and seeds. Sound like a bleeding squirrel now, don't I? Or a bird. And fruits and vegetables. Yeah, definitely a squirrel or a bird. Squirrel food. But then again, if it keeps us healthy, so be it, and prolongs our life so we don't end up in an early grave. So think about that. Think about your family, loves you, cares about you, and if you want to see a long life, start taking advice now before it's too late. If you go to the doctor and have a blood pressure test and your blood pressure's high, that might be a reason because you've got a high cholesterol. And then they'll ask to take a sample of blood from you. They'll get that analysed and then you'll get the results back. So, if you want to start reducing your cholesterol, follow my advice and take note. Otherwise, it's too late. So don't give up. Listen to what David says. Hopefully it'll help you. So as I always say, stay safe, be safe and drive safe. Take care to the next one. Bye bye for now. Oh, one thing before you go, if you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. Take care everyone.